What's going on, guys? It's Keith McMillan here with the Off the Map podcast. I'm here with my co-host
Brian Harris, just double checking our levels, making sure everything's cool.
How are you, man?
Seems fine. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I think I don't feel sick. I just have a hoarse voice.
Okay.
So I've been trying to basically get over it.
Your hoarse voice? What is it, dried out?
I think so. I think with the weather change, because the weather drops dramatically for me.
Dude. Yeah, and it's been raining like a motherfucker, too.
So
it's like Missouri's just now catching up with fall. It's been fucking warm as shit this whole time. But dude, can we talk about Israel Adesanya just right off top real quick?
Yeah, let's go, man. I went out with a couple of our teammates, good friends. I went out with them and got to watch the entire main card. I brought the babies out and everything. And
who were the babies rooting for?
I think the babies were Adesanya fans, man.
Oh, shit.
You know, but I honestly had Whitaker winning.
Why? Really?
I thought Whitaker just would have been too strong, and I felt he would have put pressure on Adesanya, and I just felt he would have beat him up.
Yeah.
And for a second, it seemed that way, but you could tell that first round, Adesanya was just downloading him.
Dude, he's so good.
Man, he's amazing, man, and he put on a show. I'm not mad that he won. You know, I think it's going to be great. You know, when I see skinny guys, I guess I just kind of automatically assume, man, when he goes up against a Romero Costa, they're just going to wrestle him and put him in a world of suffocation. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So,
isn't it weird how knockout power works? How you can have skinny guys that have crazy knockout power.
Yeah. I mean, if you would have said Whitaker was getting knocked out, I'd be like, no way. He's been through Romero. I've seen him tested. There's no way he's
getting exactly.
But he got put away, man, and
which not saying Adesanya he's a little guy or anything.
No, he's not.
He is a taller, scrawnier, lankier guy.
Yes, he is, and
still solid as fuck.
With his background in kickboxing and everything, he's been a world champion before.
I watched a lot of his kickboxing fights actually this weekend before his fight. And I don't know, they were interesting. Whenever it's just kickboxing, it's way different. There's no grappling involved. I don't know. He I don't know. It's just way different.
He's fascinating. I've seen him get beat though. He's been knocked out. I don't know if you've seen any of those matches.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
no.
He's actually been knocked out in the kickboxing. So
that's what I was really kind of getting at. Is kickboxing. He seemed to have some holes in his game. Yeah. Whenever it's just kickboxing.
But, it seems like these outstanding athletes, especially champions from other fields, come over and they do spectacular in MMA because they have a specialty, then they get to work on and round out their game.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone that just does MMA is good at everything.
Yeah.
When someone comes in with a specialty and they can use that specialty to their advantage.
Well, that's all the big names now. They come in with something and then they stem off from there, whether it's wrestling or Muay Thai or karate is the big one right now, where a lot of karate people are coming in, or just straight up kickboxing. You know.
That was a big thing with Joanna for a long time, where Joanna was a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
For because they never had that high experience of standing.
Yeah.
Of that striking game, and then when she runs into a Valentina. And then you look at Valentina's background, it's Valentina's already beat her twice.
Yeah.
It's kind of whoa, what? And then, I think Rose is one of the outliers that, Rose is...
I was just about to bring her up, too. I was she's one of the interesting ones that's, she just came up as, an MMA fighter. You know what I mean? She's an MMA fighter. She's not a wrestler turned MMA fighter. She's not a kickboxer turned MMA fighter. She's an MMA fighter.
No, she is. I think
Fun fact. Her and Pat Barry started dating when she was 16.
Is that a fun fact?
He was well in his 20s.
Was that a fun fact?
Not a fun fact, but a fact that I think people should recognize.
Yeah, it's a fact.
That's, yeah.
Fun facts to me are something
nobody
happened.
I was whenever I heard that, I was nobody said anything.
We didn't talk about this. No, I don't think we talked about this on the podcast. About
what?
Trainers, women MMA fighters.
Oh yeah, you and I have like talked about that in passing, but we didn't talk about it on the podcast. No.
I feel like, and obviously I don't know every women, female MMA fighter, but I feel like a lot of times a relationship happens, and normally their coaches are the ones that end up dating the MMA fighters.
That does happen in a lot of situations. Not every situation.
Not all.
I mean, you got to think about it though too to begin with. Like, you have to have a great relationship with your coach to begin with, especially if you're like an active MMA fighter. So if you take like, I don't want to put some people on blast.
Yeah, don't put anyone on blast.
I don't want to.
I just felt like that was the way, but we can.
But say for example, like an female MMA fighter, like. You have to have a good relationship with your coach, like as coach and fighter, and then as human beings, I would say. And I can see how it's easy for a deeper relationship to stem off of that.
Yeah, because I feel like...
Because you have to trust your coach.
Yeah, I mean, you have to trust them wholeheartedly because you're putting your body on the line.
Yeah, 100%.
And one of the cool things is that, you're pushing someone that makes you better. And I feel like MMA fighters in general, especially when they get in the cage or they join a gym, it's because of a past of not always, but I feel like more often than not you hear about a broken past of abuse, assault, something going on. And I imagine when a new prospect comes in, a female, and they're training, they're getting better, I imagine they kind of fall in love with their coach because that person's making them better, kind of having them evolve and escape that life that they know, or that they knew of.
But then you also have situations like Miesha Tate, where she didn't have. I mean, as far as I know, she doesn't have like a past like that.
Right. I'm not saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. More often than not.
But her boyfriend was in MMA, and they were together before she got into it, and. Because she was with someone who was in MMA, she ended up getting into MMA and being a way better fighter than him. I just want to throw that out there. Brian Caraway fucking sucks ass.
Hey, whoa, he has some victims.
I do not like Brian Caraway.
Why not?
Just not a fan.
Okay.
Fucking, he's just, I don't know. Okay. I don't like him.
Hey.
Not a fan.
I have a feeling in the next couple of years he's going to come here just to train.
Why?
And I'm going to be like, hey, Brian, I think people pass through.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm just saying it's always fascinating when I see, new MMA fighter, and it's like, especially on Instagram, their husband is normally their coach.
Or do you think, or like a close training partner too?
Do you think,
isn't like Michelle Waterson's husband, like what?
Yeah, he
like trains with her though. He's not like her coach though.
No, but I mean. I imagine it'd be easier.
I think they train together, yeah.
I imagine it'd be hard to date someone outside of your field. I think that's, like, in general, just life. I mean, obviously, if you meet through college and high school sweethearts and all that, and college lovebirds and all that stuff, I imagine they make a difference.
Yeah.
But I imagine, when you don't make it through high school or college with, dating.
Yeah, then it typically turns into
then you're going to meet someone in your field, like... Whatever field that is.
Yeah.
High, low, whatever you think. So I imagine, it's a common thing. It's just, I guess it's fascinating to me because it's a different field that I don't know a lot about.
Yeah.
But, it happens.
I don't know
either.
I don't know how we got on that either.
My mind's all over the place right now.
Either way, though, yeah, I don't know how we got on that from the Israel Adesanya fight.
Sorry, we'll go right back to his walkout was fascinating.
That was weird for me. It was weird for me.
You know what? But I know.
I mean, I get it and everything, and I'm down for it. But it was just weird.
I'm a WWE fan. I like creative walkouts. Yeah. I like boxing. I like when boxing have the walkouts. I like when the rappers or. I don't know how much boxing you've watched, but
yeah, how they'll have like fucking Justin Bieber or someone come out, walk out. Yeah,
I like it. I like all that. I like the fans.
Sometimes even actors walk out with them and shit, and you're just like, okay.
I think it's awesome, man, and he put on a whole show. If he would have went out there and got starched, he'd have been like, hey, maybe you need to focus on the fight.
Yeah,
but you can't say shit now because he went out there, put on a beautiful display of violence, and he put Whitaker away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it shows how mentally tough he is. He even spoke about it, about, like, you know, people think I'm calm, I'm confident.
Yeah.
You know, I put the preparation in, so I like the whole show, and I wish not every fighter could do that, but I would like to see that more. I like when Conor McGregor and who fought? Conor McGregor and Chad Mendes?
Yeah, and they came out, yeah.
And he had Sinead O'Connor sing, and then, you know, Chad Mendes had, I'm losing his name, but the guitar player. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. But they had eccentric openings.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember that fight.
I like that. I like that. I think it just adds more to the card, and I don't think it takes away from their fighting.
No.
Like I said, I don't think every fighter should have that, but I think, you know, if the main event wants to have it, I think that's awesome.
It's just one of those things that just is cringeworthy. Where I see them and I'm just like, ugh. I get it. I mean, he was having fun.
He was having fun. I think I knew he was about to go fucking go in there and risk his life for entertainment. Yeah. He can have 30 seconds of that. Yeah. You know what? Now, if he would have did like a whole song or a whole routine, he came out there, did like 3 moves, and kept it moving.
It was still a routine to an extent. It wasn't.
It's
like,
no difference than
it wasn't like choreographed, like a whole big display is what you're getting at. Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than when the guys like when Mark Hunt came out and he had the guys perform the haka.
Wait, oh yeah.
You know, I mean, sometimes, how do you feel about that?
I thought that was cool.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's all about your preference.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, I get it, but that specifically makes me cringe.
And I think if you know, it becomes too much, then you know they can dial it back. Speaking of cringeworthy, because I think it's cool. What do you think about Cain Velasquez?
Being in the WWE.
Yeah.
Did you see like the whole little fucking bit that they had?
Oh, I saw.
I guess there was like a thing. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. They're making money off of it.
I mean, it's an awesome storyline. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's Brock's world, and I'm sure they're gonna have Brock win. Yeah. I'm sure they're gonna have Brock beat Cain Velasquez in the WWE. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Yeah. But I mean, it's a cool storyline.
For sure.
It's kind of blending reality and fantasy together.
Yeah. What if they really fought right now? What do you think would happen?
Come on.
What do you think?
The same results.
You think Cain Velasquez still fucks him up?
The same results.
Probably.
Nothing.
Cain Velasquez is broken right now, though, man.
Same results.
That dude's like had like all kinds of surgeries. He's I don't know.
The one thing Brock,
Brock Lesnar, he's on the juice like never before.
Exactly.
Like never before.
Hey, he slimmed down when they thought him and DC was gonna fight.
Juice to the fucking gills. I
like it, man.
Bro. Fighters. What do you think he looks like when he's not on the juice?
We saw. When he was getting ready for the DC fight, we saw how skinny and drawn out he looked.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he was all, his arms were all lanky and stuff.
I want to see like the skinniest. I want to see like Brock Lesnar 6 months no juice. See what happens.
Yeah. I mean, when that's all you know, that's all you know. I'm sure it's more after that. It's a mental game.
What do you mean?
If he's off the juice. I think any fighter that's off steroids, isn't that the big hurdle? It's like, mentally.
Oh, now I'm not on steroids. Yeah. I must not be as good.
That was a big thing with Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
You know.
Has he said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
That would make sense. That makes sense. Maybe it's true too.
Yeah.
Maybe once he got off the juice, he wasn't as good.
Right.
He's back on the juice now, right? Because he's not fighting, right?
Of course he's big. Why not?
Yeah. He's back on the juice.
You saw us testing WWE fighters?
Well, I mean, is he WWE? Chael Sonnen?
No. Oh, Bellator. So I thought we were still talking about.
But I don't think Chael Sonnen's fighting anymore. Didn't he?
No, he's not. He can do whatever he wants now.
Yeah. Fucking dude, Rampage and Fedor are fighting.
It's cool to watch.
Is it though? Is it?
I mean, it depends how serious Rampage takes.
You get your grandpa, I'll get mine.
People are still gonna tune in and watch it. Pay for it.
Oh fucking hell, dude.
I'll watch it. I'll click on a website and see what the results are.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean,
is what they're gonna need. Yes, they're gonna need.
It's how serious Rampage takes it. If we get the Rampage that fought Vandalay and comes out all fat and sloppy,
that's what you're gonna get.
then Fedor
And
beats
you're
him.
going to get the exact same from Fedor, too. I don't know about that. I think Fedor gets knocked the fuck out.
I don't think so.
Probably.
The last
Honestly,
fight,
I don't know. I mean,
I think the last fight with Fedor where Bader beat him, it was technically a knockout, but Fedor wasn't out.
it's hard to, like, to call their fights specifically, like, old heads fights like that. Like, they come from an era where technique was fucking not across the board. Like,
No.
not everybody had technique, and a lot of people did it wrong, or all kinds of stuff. So it's like hard to, I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna go around flapping everywhere.
Look, man, I get excited for a Rampage. To watch him fight and everything, and especially a motivated Rampage. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna get a motivated Rampage.
No, I think they're in it for a check.
They're in it for a check, but I like the matchup in the sense of like, Fedor's not gonna take him down and just wrestle him.
No.
And at least we'll get that entertainment aspect. Fedor can still strike.
Yeah, we'll see some brain trauma.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be cool. I'll watch highlights. But am I going to be all excited? I mean, they can't even load up the card. I really don't like... I appreciate the product Bellator has, but I can't think of it, like, what they could put underneath it. Maybe like a Benson Henderson or somebody. That could really round out the card and be like, oh, this is a card worth watching.
Yeah. I don't know. They got things they need to figure out there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I just saw that was announced today.
Well, I mean, it's like the last couple of prospects kind of, got beat.
Like Aaron Pico? That guy gets beat a lot.
Yeah, but remember, like, before he was getting beat up.
Dude, not fucking Jack Swagger, bro. He's steady. He's steady getting dubs.
You can put him on the card.
He's got a fight, I think. I think he's fighting soon.
Who's he fighting? A gas station attendant?
I don't know. He's fighting dog. I don't know.
I still go back and read comments of like his first two fights. People are mean on the internet, man.
Yo, it's crazy when people get behind the keyboard. Like they will just fucking let it go.
Some funny stuff out there, but who's he fighting though? For real?
I honestly have no idea. Like I don't.
It might be me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Nice check.
I would hope that. Yeah. I don't know. I want to see him against, like, I was telling Zach this today. I want to see him against, like a Stipe Miocic.
No, I don't want to see him get devastated. I want to see him in a real fight.
Why not?
Put him and Greg Hardy in the same fucking card.
Yo, that's actually clutch. That would be amazing.
There we go.
I would totally be down for that. I would love to watch that fight.
Bellator, Invicta.
That is the fucking fight to make.
UFC, if you're watching.
You for real just like pinpointed it. I hate them both.
Yeah.
I don't like either of them.
Put them together.
Yo. Hate's a harsh word. I dislike both of them.
Yeah. Well,
that would be an amazing fight. Oh my god.
It sucks when you like have like guys in real life that are like bad people.
Yeah, and it's those two, and I want to put them in a fucking cage together. Oh, that would be an amazing fight to watch.
You know what? I'll say this.
Okay.
Fresh thought. I would like to see him and JW running back.
Yeah?
JW's 3-0.
Yeah?
Why not?
Think it goes differently?
Yeah.
Been working on his jiu-jitsu game as well.
Yeah.
Knows a thing or two.
He has a good team behind him now.
Run it back. We'll see what happens with Jack Swagger in his next fight.
Right.
I don't know who he's fighting. I gotta look and see.
Yeah.
If it's anything like, dude, the second guy that he fought, I was just like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in boxing they have some fucking terrible fights too.
Yo.
But boxing, you can really build a guy up.
Yeah.
And kind of fake it on the feet. In MMA, you can't fake it. You can't just, you can't toss people like that to Jack Swagger. Or a guy that has a background in something because it doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
In boxing, you can do, like, choreography. Like, you can literally, like, move around and, slip a couple punches and then... Counter and be like, oh, that looks good. Looks like some real boxing. But MMA, you can't fake it.
I feel like it's kind of hard to fake boxing, though.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, like...
By the way, I'm not saying
boxing.
Jack Swagger's fights were, like, fixed.
No.
I'm not saying that at all.
You're saying that it's easier to fix boxing fights than it is MMA fights?
Yes.
I think that's debatable.
And obviously, I know personally his fights were not fixed.
Oh, I thought you were saying personally from fixing fights.
Yes. Mike England's fights.
You fixed Mike England's fight?
They look fixed.
Yeah, what do you mean? You found him an opponent? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Victims.
Speaking of, we need to find that guy an opponent.
Mike England?
Yeah, he's probably looking.
Who's going to sign up? That's the Marissa issue.
Not me. I'm not going.
Who's going to sign up for that beating?
1, 2, 3, not it. Oh, you lost. Keith, you're up. Oh,
I'll tap out like that last guy.
What?
I'll just tap out like that last guy.
Oh, yeah, the strikes?
The moment he mounts me, I'm good.
I wouldn't even take it that far. Who do you got this weekend?
I got Waterson. No, hell no. I got Joanna.
What happened there?
I was thinking about how...
Your brain just get into an argument with itself?
Because physically I go with Waterson. But I mean,
oh my God. What do you mean? What are you talking about here? Are you just saying like that she's prettier than Joanna? Oh my God. I meant fight-wise, bro.
Fight-wise, I think Joanna pieces her up. I don't know, because you got this new Joanna that, like, she left Poland, she comes here, and then all of a sudden she's, like, taking bikini photos, and, she's not as serious, and then she's 0-3.
Yeah.
Her last 3 fights, obviously. I'm not saying she lost that fire. She's getting in the cage. But Michelle, man, it's like, how do you see Michelle doing it? Joanna's a better striker.
Mm-hmm.
Waterson kind of puts herself in dangerous situations where I feel like other female fighters have kind of like let her go. I think if Joanna smells blood, she finishes her.
Yeah.
I don't see Waterson putting her away the way Rose did.
I think Joanna's gonna win.
And it's
too.
5 rounds.
I think Joanna's gonna pull it off as well.
I think it's 5 rounds. I think Michelle's such a sweet individual. The way she treats her opponents. Yeah. I don't think she's fought someone as nasty as Joanna.
Michelle's fought 5 rounds, hasn't she?
Who would have been?
I don't know.
I don't think she has. But I mean, I just don't see how she gets it done.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Joanna fan. I'm a Waterson fan too, but I don't see her getting outstruck.
Yeah.
I mean, her karate's cool, but it's like Joanna's coming in with us with that Muay Thai.
Joanna's fucking crazy, yeah.
And Joanna has combinations.
Yeah, I think Joanna's been like way more focused on her fighting for this fight too. Yeah. Kind of like what you were saying, like whenever she became champ and everything, and she started doing like all the photos and whatnot.
She came to America, lived in Florida, and all of a sudden, she's worried. I'm not saying she's worried.
Yeah, and I think the exact opposite is going on for Nichelle Waters.
Yeah.
I think Nichelle Waterson's really kicked up her fucking social
she's a
media.
badass fighter.
Yeah.
And I love the whole mom champ story. It's a great storyline, especially if she can accomplish getting past Joanna. But I mean, man, there are some vicious women in that division. And Joanna's kind of like the leader of the crew.
Yeah. Was it you that came in and said, wow, they were really trying to build women's MMA today?
Yeah,
whenever we were watching that fight?
Yeah, we was watching
I was thinking about that a lot. Yeah, that fight. Yeah. Women's MMA has come such a long way in the past few years since the UFC has started their women's MMA divisions.
Right.
It's come... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like whenever the UFC first started and everybody was like, I don't know, it was like one guy knew one thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like, Ronda was dominating everybody with her fucking judo. Who knew if you tried to kickbox with her, you could fuck her up. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's how it was for like Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate was the wrestler. She just wrestled motherfuckers.
I mean, I just don't know, man. I'm looking at that top, from Claudia to Jessica Andrade. I mean, I'm just thinking about if Valentina. I'm thinking about if Waterson gets through Joanna.
Then what?
She still has a tall fucking mountain.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And that's the thing about all those people, too, is like, and that's kind of what I was getting at about as far as like women's MMA. If you take the women's MMA division right now and you put it up against the women's MMA division whenever it first came out or like a year or two after it came out, like that's borderline illegal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Talent, they would decimate. I mean, and don't forget, you also have Thug Rose in that division too, who's ready to come back.
Yeah. Is she though?
I think so. I follow her and see that she's posting a lot more photos of her training.
Is she?
Yes.
What do you follow her on?
Instagram and Facebook.
I do too. How come I haven't seen her fucking Instagram?
Yeah. It's not a lot of photos, but it's her back in the gym. So, I mean, maybe she's getting ready, maybe she's not. But, I mean, along as Rose and Jessica Andrade, and I just don't see the Waterson beating the top 5.
Rose is by far my favorite female fighter. Hands down. Hands down.
She's phenomenal. She's
I definitely don't see Nichelle Waters beating Rose.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, remember, they fought here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We
finished.
actually already watched that.
Yeah, she got finished.
Yeah.
And I see he playing it out the same way.
Yeah.
Like I said, Waterson has a wonderful storyline. She's almost a total package. Especially, like, you want to not elevate the division, but I mean, like, you know, mom, beautiful, flashy, speaks well. I mean, there's a lot of things like that's, you know, American.
She's promotable, yeah.
Yeah. You know, she's a promoter's dream, but I think we'll learn a lot this weekend.
I think you'll be surprised.
And then you have Kron Gracie versus...
Dude, Kron.
Kron versus Cub Swanson.
Yeah.
What does Swanson have?
That's what I meant about whenever I was saying Kron. Like, I got Kron all day.
Yeah.
Got him all day. Cub Swanson's a fucking savage. I remember Cub Swanson first came on the scene. I thought that dude was going to be champ.
Yeah. Athletic.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is a real test for both, man. But it's like, what does Swanson have left? And then, and then you have this up-and-comer.
Fucking animal grappler.
Right.
Fucking savage. Don't let him get his hands on you.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, we've seen...
Yeah, it's going to be nasty. I think Kron takes that.
Is anyone else on that card?
Not that I cared about, at least as far as I know.
You watching it?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. If I'm able to. I got that wedding this weekend, though.
That's right.
It's been fucking wedding season for me, bro. I was best man in a wedding. What was that, last week or the week before? Week before, and then this week coming up, I'm fucking usher in my cousin's wedding.
It's cool, man.
So, yeah, wedding.
Is this the ESPN card? It's a fight night, right? Yeah, it's the ESPN card.
Cool. ESPN card. Yeah. So, no, it was actually last weekend. So, yeah, man. I don't know. If I'm able to, I'm going to try to. Hopefully. But, actually, you know what? I probably won't be able to because I'll be in St. Louis for the wedding, but I'll also be going to the Respect tournament right after the wedding.
Right.
Or the Respect card because I'm actually going to be...
they were Jared. That's awesome.
Yeah, cornering Jared.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. See what that's all about. If I'm able to pull it up on my phone, I might, but I doubt that'll happen, especially when I'm cornering Jared. So, yeah, man. What about you? What's your plans for the weekend? Come out to St. Louis with me? You want to be my date for the wedding? Let's do it, bro.
I wish. You know, my babies, man. It's hard for me to travel.
Bring them. It's cool. It's all right. It's fine.
Nah, I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I've been...
You work all the time.
Yeah, but this weekend, there's no... I'm not complaining. I'm happy. You know, but I don't have a babysitter this weekend, so I'm going to take some time off of work again and just be with my kids, which is a wonderful thing for me.
Yeah.
You know, get that one-on-one time with my 2 daughters, and that'll probably be my weekend, so I'll probably put it on. I'll probably find a stream or something, and I'll put it on and watch with my daughters. That's what I do.
You just, like, watch, like, fights and stuff like that with your daughters? Right on.
I think it's kind of backfiring now.
Why?
My daughter, like, almost mounted my face today and just kind of like hammer fist me to wake up.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, why are you because we watch a lot of fights.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, you're getting it from what you see.
There you go. Starting them early, right?
Hey, why not?
Got to teach them. Just like sit them in front of a fucking TV and just play fights all day. Just watch it.
It'll be interesting, man, in a couple, like, 10 years. hopefully I'm still here in Kansas City, but if I am and doing well, with Zach's daughter, Matt's daughter, my daughters.
Make them all fight each other.
I know.
That'd be awesome, right? Bunch of 10-year-olds beating the shit out of each other.
Have a dope-ass school here.
Yeah, just fucking each other up.
Not to mention all the other kids that already go here.
Well, you got twins, too, so you got an advantage, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got an advantage. So
yeah,
if one goes down, you got 2 lives.
Yeah, they're going to be drilling like machines.
You guys got to raise them like Pokemon. Is that too much?
Feed them candy.
Is that too much?
I feed them candy, they level up.
No, not candy, bro. They're machines.
Acai.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you're getting it. Acai. I like how you threw that in. I got onto you know what I got on YouTube today? Because we all get on. Well, I don't know about you all. I know you and I do for sure. Where we'll get on YouTube and we'll fucking get lost in the YouTube fucking tunnel.
Yes.
I somehow got looped into the fucking Mackenzie Dern accent thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
The bullshit accent she has.
So bad,
you
dude.
Fucking American.
It makes me want to fucking front kick her in the head.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
If you ever watch a video, Tommy Toho does a video of like just making a parody of interviewing Mackenzie Dern.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like her speaking English, but her having a translator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was a real thing. That was a real thing. That was one of the videos that popped up is that, yeah, she won a fight and she was going in to do a post-fight interview. They were like, send in the translator. Everybody's like, why? She speaks that's her first fucking language,
she's
actually.
Like from Arizona, right?
Yeah, she's from Arizona. Yeah, it's hilarious, though, to watch.
Someone also did an evolution of her.
Yeah, that's another one that I watched. It started in 2010, and she was like, yeah, jiu-jitsu in Arizona is great. And by the time they got to 2016, she's like, we do jiu-jitsu in Arizona. And you're just like, what? What happened in the last 6 years? How did you forget?
That's someone that's like really like
cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to watch.
It's super uncomfortable.
It's like, hey.
Like, especially now, like, knowing that I'm just like everybody's cool with this? Like, everybody's okay with this.
She's another one that I think she's married to her coach.
Something like that. Either that or someone that she trains with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, her dad was like,
big time jiu-jitsu player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like Andre Gaveo, like his wife is a student of his. That's another one. So we can name those all day long.
I know. I gotta get off of it.
But yeah, no, I got into that and it was, man, it's just.
I don't know if you've ever done this. I messed up my YouTube algorithm.
What do you mean?
I accidentally.
I know what you mean. So
watched some like big YouTube like that does all the clickbait.
Yeah. So what's coming up now in your algorithm?
All the like YouTubers that like do vlogs or pranks.
No,
I'm getting all that sucks. Bullshit.
You know what I got coming up in my algorithm? It's bad. Fucking back popping.
Really?
Yeah. It's called crack addicts. I'm a crack addict.
I wouldn't say that to everybody, but I get it.
Yo, for real though. Yeah, that's like
so. Like
thing.
all those videos pop up.
Yeah, like crazy.
I get the click.
I don't watch them very often, but every now and again, like I'll just be like, I could use that. It's kind of like ASMR. Like I don't understand that, but that's my ASMR, right? It's just satisfying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy, man. I got all the like clickbait. Like you won't believe what she did, and it's like a video of her bent over in yoga pants.
Oh. Yeah.
And then I get the other ones that are like, how could he have gotten away with this?
How'd you get onto that? What'd you click on initially?
I was watching one of those like, what do you call those pieces? Basically like this guy like taking down another YouTuber. Like it was just like he was talking about how like he was talking about a female YouTuber, but about how like all her clickbait titles and then like she had this one video where she was really nasty to like a couple paying for groceries.
I have no idea.
And he like broke her down. I don't know. He like broke down this channel about how fake it is, how bad of a person like she probably is in real life.
Yeah.
But ever since I watched that one video, now all my recommended videos are like.
I feel like there's a way you can handle that, right?
Yeah, you just go not interested, and then it kind of like sets back.
And then I'll come back up and be like, hey, are you interested now?
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, bitch, still not interested.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know if your YouTube app does like recommendations
all the time.
Or like, no.
And that's typically what I go off of too. Is I just watch the recommendations. You know.
No, but it's like doing it in the middle of the video now. It's like, hey, did we do a good job of recommending this video? And then like you get to rate it 1 out of 4 stars.
Yeah, I always skip that. I don't actually answer those. Or it'll be like, would you rather see this instead of this? Or yeah.
Which
you know what I really don't answer? I will refuse to answer questions about ads. Like if it was a good ad or not. Well, I just always say it was a bad ad. Terrible ad.
I'm sure this happens. I caught my lady the other night watching one of those stupid ass game ad videos.
What do you mean?
The ones that are like, only 10 people have ever figured this out. And it's like a math equation. It's like 1 + 1 = what? Oh. And it's like on the top, it's like only 10 people have gotten this right.
Yeah. And she was doing it.
And she was watching it. She didn't play it. She was watching it. I was just
like,
oh, they caught you.
Dude, my fucking brother, the first time he saw an infomercial, didn't know what an infomercial was. He was like a kid, and he just like the next day, we were all in the kitchen. He was just like, I was watching this commercial last night, and I swear to God, it lasted 30 minutes. Dude, funniest fucking thing ever. It's like, bitch, you were watching an infomercial. Yeah. He was like, I swear to God, it lasted 30 minutes. But yeah, no. Ads on like Facebook, anything like that, get that shit out of my life. Yeah. I don't want fucking ads. I didn't come to your app for ads. Right. Get that shit out of here. By the way, if you want to sponsor Off the Mat podcast, we can throw in a 1-minute ad for you into our podcast videos. You just holler at us. You can inbox us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, fuck ads. Ads are terrible unless there's one on here. Speaking
of sponsors, I know I messaged you this week. One of our teammates, I consider him a friend, definitely a good friend now. Trout reached out to me.
Oh, yeah?
And listened to the last podcast of me talking about, like, you know, basically me being broke, but me saying, you know, I don't want to pay for jiu-jitsu competitions and everything. And I don't know if it's supposed to be, like, private, but he said he would sponsor one of my a local competition if I wanted to go and you know, compete.
That's fucking awesome.
So shout out to Trout for doing that.
You doing it?
Definitely take you up on one of your offers, on your offer, and I'm going to go out there and compete.
December 8th, Grappling Industries.
Yeah. I want to make sure it's like a cheap tournament, though.
Yeah, December 8th, Grappling Industries. Grappling Industries will probably be one of the cheapest. Either that or Victory, I would imagine.
As long as I don't have to cut weight or anything, and I can, because I'm sure I'm going to be going in off, no excuses, I'm going to compete, but I'll be going in off like 4 hours of sleep or something.
Yeah. There it is, December 8th. Keith.
All right.
Grappling Industries.
Maybe I'll do like a little vlog or something for it.
Ooh, that's what we should. We'll just do a episode right after your tournament. You're like, I don't like that idea.
I'll probably be going to sleep after.
No, we're gonna go do an episode.
Because I'm gonna get off work at 3 or 4 a.m.
Yeah, we'll do an episode.
I imagine it's like 9 a.m. in the morning or 10 a.m.
You don't actually have to get there at that time, but yeah.
Yeah.
You probably won't roll until like 1 o'clock.
I'm sure I gotta start.
That's the crazy thing about those fucking tournaments. You're there all day, dude. Yeah. That's the one thing that's miserable about it.
And then I have to go back to work at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm really
why didn't you just take the day off? Wouldn't that make sense?
Depends. I gotta look at what show it is. I mean, no excuses. I'll be there, but I gotta see what show it is.
If it's some piss poor show, you should take off.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we're getting this figured out now in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Now you can all help us with that. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. You know what?
I respect the shit out of, Trout didn't have to reach out to me, and he did.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
That's why I just love this community. I love the Glory team, because, we do shit for each other.
Yep. Yeah, I do too. For sure. That's awesome. Shout out Trout. So yeah, speaking of the Glory community, we actually we lost somebody within the Glory community.
Yeah.
In the past couple days, Mr. William Armadillo Joplin passed away to pancreatic cancer, which I don't know. I mean, for those of you that didn't meet Joplin, that dude was huge within the MMA community, one as a whole, but specifically within like the Midwest, like Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas. Yeah, that guy did a lot for our community here. He was here since Grindhouse. He was always so supportive of the team. Always traveled with people for competitions and things, just for support, you know. And I personally can recollect that guy. One, he was at all of my fights, but I could always point out his voice too. Just like, again, just going back to the whole support thing for the whole team, he's just always been so supportive for everybody. And I don't know him nearly as well as some of the other people on the team, but even from our encounters, like, that dude was always, I said it tonight, like, he was always the cornerman that wasn't actually my cornerman.
Right.
Like, even in my last fight, if you see it on YouTube, you can hear Joplin in the background, like, fucking coaching me, like, telling me to let him flatten back out and things like that. And I listen to Joplin, you know, I'm listening to Zach too, but, like, I don't know. It's really sad. It's really sad. It sucks. We're at a huge loss, and yeah, my thoughts and my love go out to all the loved ones and family and community members that are feeling it right now.
Yeah, definitely a big loss for the team. I got to interact with him a lot more this last fight card because he did some commentary with Matt and I, which was awesome. And you know, I don't know him that well, but I understand the love and respect he have amongst our teammates and people that are just in the MMA community. You know, I see a lot of posts out there, and you know, that guy had a chin, hell of a chin, and a heart that you don't see out of a lot of fighters. You know, he's an amazing individual, especially in that cage. Mm-hmm. No quitting him, you know, and I think that's, you know, such a tough loss for the team. And
that's what's crazy too, is that guy did competitions all the way up to the end. He did a fucking combat jiu-jitsu match a couple months ago, which he wanted to do a fight, but they wouldn't let him.
You know, you gotta live life to the fullest and live like you're like, you know, and I'm sure he would still take a fight if he could, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, even in his most sickest state, you know, that guy seems like this is what he loved. He loved the people around him, and
yeah.
And God, man, just you know, he walked the walk.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, for sure.
So
that is a very good way to put it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know he has. I'm gonna put this episode out this week. I know he has a GoFundMe right now to help with his funeral arrangements and everything. So if you can donate, please.
Which I'm not sure when all of that is yet, but
yeah, I know it's out right now. So
yeah, hopefully his funeral isn't this weekend, so that way I can make it.
Of course.
So yeah. Sorry to.
No, man. I wanted to bring it up, you know, because it needs to be. He's a teammate. He's a family member.
Yeah.
You know, and he's young, and unfortunately he you know, had that you know, issue.
Yeah.
You know, but all we can do is just kind of praise him, and you know, he lived his life, man. And I don't know that much about him, so I'm not gonna act like, you know, I know what his everyday was like. I'm sure he was struggling and going through a lot of shit, but you know, I saw him at every event, at least the events I got to commentate, and he was always there, ready to go, ready to help out his teammates.
He's at
you can't say that.
Every event.
You can't say that about everybody. He loved the sport. That's one thing I can say. I saw the passion and love that he had.
Yeah.
So, you know, rest in peace, and hopefully he has peace now, because I'm sure that was a hell of a thing he was going through.
Yeah, it couldn't have been an easy thing for him to go through, for sure. For sure.
So, yeah. I'm happy you brought that up.
Yeah. I don't know. Now I feel kind of sad.
No, I don't feel, man. You know, you gotta. It's good. It's good to speak someone's name and really honor them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think sometimes we kind of, especially once they're cremated or buried, we kind of tend to run away from that individual and put him in the past. And this is someone that's always going to be a part of the team, live or dead. And I think he's an inspiring individual.
Yeah.
And shit, I hope I have a chin like his and a heart like his, or I can, because you can't develop that shit.
Yeah.
That's something that you just have.
My favorite Joplin story is the Grindhouse tattoo story. Have you heard that?
No, tell me.
He fucking he got a tattoo on his forearm that said Grindhouse, like back when it was Grindhouse MMA, and then fucking like a week or two later they decided to change the name. They were like, who's gonna tell Joplin that it's Glory now? They told him, he was just like, oh man, what the fuck? I don't know. It just cracks me up because you like get a tattoo and that's like the main thing is everybody's like, who's gonna go talk to Joplin and let him know? Like, yo, that tattoo you got a couple weeks ago,
right?
It's outdated already. I don't know. It just cracks me up.
Yeah, man.
But on another note, speaking of teammates and everything as well, we also have teammates that are going to be, we have teammates that have competed over the past week or two that we haven't talked about yet, right?
Yeah, yes.
So we talked about Lavelle's fight, right?
We talked about Lavelle.
We did talk about Lavelle. We have not talked about Tristram's fight.
Tristan went out there and got a taste.
Did you see his fight? Did you watch his fight?
I did not. But I know that was his debut. So
I'll show it to you after this. I was very impressed with Tristram. He fought a great fight. I think Zach said it perfectly tonight. The areas where he lost in the fight are areas where he just hasn't had the time to put in the training that he needs for a fight, for those specific areas. Like his stand-up striking was fantastic. Whenever he was on top and he was working in like strikes and things like that, he was fantastic. It was just kind of whenever he got to his back, he just had a hard time like getting up or getting back to a good position. And it's just something that that's kind of what lost him the fight. But past that, like, he fought a really good fight. He fought his ass off, and he was in it the whole time. And he seemed like he didn't have like the first fight jitters that most people had. You know what I mean? Like he seemed a lot more calculated than most people are in their first fight, at least in my opinion. And I was really impressed with him, man. I was really impressed, even though he didn't get the result that he wanted. I think that he should be extremely proud of that fight.
Nice.
And from what Zach was saying afterwards, apparently he immediately like watched it and was like, man, I did this wrong. This is what I need to do. And just like he immediately got into like addressing the issues and like breaking down his own fight. And that's fucking awesome. And I think it speaks volumes to the type of person he is. I think we're going to see a lot of great things from that dude. Awesome. A lot of great things. Yeah, especially after seeing like his first fight, the way he handled it and everything. I'm all in. I'm in for sure. For sure. And then Mr. JW's fight, he won in impressive fashion. I did not get to see his fight. I have not seen that one. No one sent me the link on that one, but homie's on a win streak now. He got to mark off one of his goals off the board, so that's cool. Nice. Making a run, calling out Jack Swagger, or at least we are for him.
That's right. We're about the campaign.
Gotta let him know. Throw in the tag. But yeah. So yeah, shout out to those two guys.
Nice.
But then this upcoming weekend, we have Marissa, who is doing the, I guess it is like the Muay Thai tournament, but I think she only has one opponent.
It might be. I think she might have two.
She has two?
I think so.
Okay. Last I had heard, I thought she only had one. But yeah, essentially it's a Muay Thai tournament. So she's going to Iowa for a Muay Thai tournament, and she can do knees, elbows, all the things.
Yeah, she gets to display her total arsenal. So
yeah, and gets to I'm excited for that. That'd be awesome. She's had a hard time finding fights, so just for her to be able to just go out and like compete is It's fucking awesome.
It's awesome. I know she's excited.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's able to go compete as well. And then also we have
Ty and Ashley.
Yep, Ty Dolla $ign and then Ashley. Ty Dolla $ign, that's another one. He's been having a hard time finding a fight recently, just because like his weight. I don't know his weight. Like he'll fight at any weight pretty much for one. But yeah, he can make 25, 35, 45. Like he doesn't care. You know what I mean?
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. He seems to get jerked around a lot in fights. Yeah. So it'll be like, oh, we got you a fight at 35, and then that guy backs out. Well, we got you someone at 45. That guy backs out. Well, can you make 25? And then it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Right. So it's cool that he actually has a fight. And that guy's one guy that's extremely motivated. Like, he's always up here whenever he can be. You know?
Yeah, I think he's someone that fell in love with this lifestyle, and he fits right on in.
Yeah.
You know, and he's really making a run for it, and you know, putting his eggs in this one basket, and it's going to be awesome to see his growth. And I mean, dealing with him already is a nightmare,
right?
Especially when he's in shape and he can put on pace on you. You know, one practice, you know, I almost threw up going, you know, trying to match his pace and speed. So
that's the thing. He's just so motivated, though. He like works all the time. Like I came in this Sunday. Lavelle and I come in on Sundays, and Lavelle does some work around the gym.
Right.
And we came in, I came in, and I got here first, and fucking, I see a bunch of equipment, the lights are on, and the door was open. I was like, what the hell? Who's here? And fucking Ty's going in the locker room about to take a shower, and he's just like looking at me like deer in the headlights. And I was like, are you finishing or are you starting? He was like, I'm just finishing. And I was like, oh, all right. And I was like, well, go take a shower. Get the fuck out of my face. But it was just like, I mean, that's a Sunday. Like, he was up here on a Sunday putting in work. And typically he comes up here with, like, Marissa, and they, like, wrestle or something like that, you know. But he was up here by himself just because he's still going to get his work in regardless. So
definitely. And that's what's going to make him elevate his game and take him to the next level. So it's awesome to see.
Excited to see them both fight. Can't wait to see it. I obviously...
How crazy that is. What are the chances that those two, you know, became, like, main training partners, have fights on the same weekend? Because you know they both want to be.
Oh yeah, they would be in each other's corner for sure.
That's crazy.
For sure.
Unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah. To an extent, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of cool. I think they'll be supporting.
No, it's definitely awesome, especially that they're getting fights. It's awesome.
And actually, I think Marissa might be able to make his fight. I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Well, Zach's going out to corner Marissa. And then after her fights, he's going out to Kansas to corner Ty. So if Zach can make it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, they're going to be in Iowa. It's like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. Awesome.
Well, he said cool. Awesome.
Nah, I mean, I don't know, so.
Yeah, either way. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like if they weren't fighting states away, they would be in each other's corner. For sure. At least I would imagine. So, either that or Phil. Phil might be in one of their corners. I think sure Phil's actually going to Iowa.
I'm sure Phil is.
I think Phil's going to Iowa.
If there's a Muay Thai fight, I would want Phil in my corner.
That little fucking nut job. Right?
Something else.
He's crazy. He cracks me up. So, yeah, shout out to those two guys. I'm glad that they get to finally go out and they get to compete because they've both been hungry for a while.
Definitely.
You can kind of see it. You can tell when they're hungry, you know?
Yeah.
A little more agitated here and there. So, yeah, shout out to those guys.
Definitely.
What about you, man? You got anything for me?
You know, I'm just enjoying life right now. Really, I'm at peace for these past couple of weeks I've been at peace, and I'm just kind of going along my way. I have no complaints. I have no stories, no nothing.
No stories, no nothing. You're at peace. What does that mean?
I'm at peace, man. I think sometimes I come in here and I'm kind of all revved up, try to fight a customer or something. I've been good. Work has been simple, and you know, they offered me a job to leave.
Yeah, you and I talked about that the other day. Actually, did you respond to them?
No, I haven't responded yet.
Have you made your decision?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I made my decision, you know. It's a cool opportunity, and I'm happy they gave me the opportunity to leave. They wanted me to go to Florida and take a job. It pays more, but, you know, at this point, with all my babbling and everything, it's not something I want to do. I'm not. I enjoy my job, but I'm not in it for the long haul. And I definitely, the money is cool, but I'm not going after the money because I don't want anything that's going to deter me any further from what I want to do to make myself happy. And if I took a job like that, I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be cool to be back home in Florida, be closer to my family. That's only like big positive, but you know, my kids are here, and I'm sure my lady would, you know, come with me at the end of the day. But I'm not. It's not something I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's cool. It's a nice offer, but I'm good.
It's got to feel good to an extent, right?
I feel some value.
Yeah.
You know, I've been with this company for a long time, 5 years, the longest I've been with any company, and I appreciate, you know, the positions they put me in. But, you know, I want to be on the other side of the business. You know, I don't want to be on the business side of it. I want to be on the performing side of it, and it would just delay. It would delay it a lot more if I took that job. And so that's about it.
Good for you, man.
Thank you, man.
At least you're able to recognize that, you know.
Yeah, no, like I said, I appreciate them for offering it to me, but I'll happily decline and keep moving forward and bettering myself and investing in my health and my decisions, you know, towards my life. It'd be hard to leave you guys too.
I was kind of thinking that too.
It'd be hard. That'd be a, you know, outside of my brother, you know, I think this would be the toughest thing. I think I'd be a mess my final day here.
I've actually talked to a couple of people about that as well, as far as like moving out of state or something, or just like moving in general. I don't know. I always come back to that. I'd be like, man, I would miss the gym too much.
Yeah.
You know?
The community we have here is amazing, and my growth.
I always think that, like, what if the place I go to, like, I don't like the gym there?
Right.
You know? How terrible would that be?
I don't know who trains out of Tampa. Is that where the Black Zillions are?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you know,
maybe.
I don't know the Tampa gym. Maybe
I know there's an ATT somewhere.
Okay.
In there.
Maybe you don't want to train. No, I think they train in Miami or some shit.
Maybe. Again,
like I said, I mean, it would.
I've been to Florida once. It was for spring break.
Like I said, man, you know, it'd be hard to leave you guys, and I've had so much improvement here, and I don't think.
Yeah, you've had a little improvement.
I've had a lot of improvement, man. I made a lot of the right steps, and I want to continue improving while I'm here. And I think this place, the gym, the fitness classes, and everything has been such a put a great value on my life.
Yeah,
and you know, it's helped me get my mind right, and slowly I'm climbing the mountain of you know, accomplishing things. So I couldn't see myself anywhere else, at least in the start of my career, doing it. And then hopefully things will continue to get better. And then, you know, if I ever need to make that big decision, you know, if it was just me, maybe it might have been easier to be like, all right, cool, I'll take the money and go do something, start somewhere new. Because I mean,
so let's say, what if they would have offered you this 2 years ago?
I would have been, I probably would have thought more about it. I probably, you know, I would have been more inclined to take it.
Yeah.
But you know, they offered it to me now.
Yeah. Dumb motherfuckers waited too long. You guys could have had Keith for life. You fucked up.
Well, I'm happy.
Happy that they fucked up?
I'm happy things are playing out the way they are.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know, see myself without my kids.
That's the most important thing, man. Happiness is king.
Yeah.
That's my motto right there. It's pretty much how it goes, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, we good? We wrapping her up here?
We're good.
I'm glad you're happy, friend.
I'm glad you're happy. Look good, man. Have fun on your tour of doing weddings and enjoy yourself.
It's almost over, man. Like, the weddings are fun and everything, but just they're fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, now I gotta go to St. Louis, and that's exhausting as is, let alone for a wedding. Okay. But either way, let's get the fuck up out of here and get some sleep.
All right, brother.
I'm out of here. Love, peace, chicken grease, guys.
All right. Have a great night, everybody.
This ad is brought to you by... No ads. Fucking ad. Unless you want to sponsor Off the Mat Podcast.